Hey everyone, it's Hairyfrankfurt, and today we've got a seriously scary story time to tell you, because honestly I have never been more appalled in my life to be served so terribly. If you love story times that are incredibly powerful and moving and like just so real talk, just make sure you're subscribed, because I do the most serious, real, like heavy hitting story times you will ever hear. Now, to begin, this was a day that I was kind of incredibly stressed and I really had to make sure that I was looked after. So I went and I was running around the city, and I can't remember what the hell I was doing, but I know I was getting lots of stuff. I was doing a lot of shopping, and we all know how stressful shopping can be. There's people around, there's like money exchanged, and it's like a big stress. It's so stressful. And I had an event that night, and I can't remember what the hell I was doing that day, but I had an event that night and I was freaking out because I had only just found out that I was working the event when I wasn't supposed to be, and I wasn't getting paid, but that's okay because I was the president of the SRC. So I was working the event, I had to put people on a bus, and it was our end of year party. And the end of year party is like kind of the only party that I really even go to anymore. The end of year party is the only party that I ever get invited to, because you don't get an invitation, you have to buy your tickets, or you get given them because you're the SRC president, which was me. As a result of being the SRC president, I have to put people on a bus, so I have to be at uni like a couple hours beforehand, which was difficult for me because I was living out here. So I live on the north side and my uni is on the south side, so it was kind of difficult for me to get to my uni to put people on the bus to get to the event on time in the first place. But anyway, I was stressed to begin with because I was not prepared to be working this event, like I found out that day, and I didn't even have makeup for the event. And so I was in the city, and I think I might have been hungover. I feel like I was hungover, and I can't remember why. I was actually hungover this day, and that's why everything was so stressful, because we all know that hangovers really screw you up. I'm 90% sure I was hungover, and I really can't remember why. And why was I in the city? I don't know. I cannot remember. It's freaking me out that I can't remember. Probably because of the hangover. But I was in a serious pickle because I needed to get home and do my makeup, and I knew that I didn't have any makeup that matched my skin tone. So I walked into Mecca Maxima, and I was so emotionally charged. I was stressed, and I could tell that the person who greets you at Mecca Maxima could tell that I was stressed and could tell that I was a little bit like, I had like a weird vibration going on, and I know I was giving off weird vibes. And so as a result, the girl was like, hey, you know when they give you that look where they're like smiling half but they keep their eyes open, like, hey. She had that going on, and I was like, I need makeup. And she's like, okay, I'll get like Billy, or whatever the fuck his name was, to help you out. And so this Billy guy was so rude. He was literally like, didn't smile, no smile. Like, his face was beat to the gods. Like, I'll let you know that. His face was beautiful, but like a lot less beautiful without a smile. You know, service with a smile kind of helps. And since I was in a weird vibration and I was like off, I was feeling a little and I don't think I had any clothes for the night either. I was just freaking out because I hadn't thought about what I was gonna wear. I was hungover, I didn't have any time, I was gonna be working the event. I was just really worked up. It was really quite scary for me. I was emotionally not feeling good. So I went into Mecca Maxima thinking this is great. Last time I went, they treated me good, they sat me down, they served me with like all of the things because I was getting skincare last time I'd been, and they sit you down and they let you try it on your hands and they like talk to you about the products and whatever. This guy literally was like, what do you want? I was like, I need foundation that is thick, full coverage, matches my skin, on my face, by the way. I'm putting the foundation on my face. Okay, I don't know if he knew that, but I'm just making sure that you know that, because this story. So I needed foundation for my face, because that's where I put my I don't know about you. I don't know what you do with your foundation, but I put it on my face. And this guy was like, okay, what kind of foundation do you want? And I was like, well, I need it to be full coverage, I need it to be oil free, I need it to last like the whole night, I need it to be super mattifying because I fucking hate oily skin, which I have. And he like, I wish I had another hand to do this to, but he picks up something and he's like, give me a hand. And he like grabs my hand, like without even like, he's like, give me a hand, like, give me a hand. As he was saying, give me your hand. Not like, hey, can I have your hand, please? Or like, yeah, pass me your hand and I'll like show you how this one looks and feels, and this one's the blah, 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 blah. No, he's like, give me your hand, grabs my hand, and then just like beats it with this fucking foundation. He goes, yep, that's your color. And I was like, what is the product? Like, what's the what do you, I was like so lost. I was like, we've missed 10 steps. First of all, I'm not putting it on my hand, honey. And I was like, oh, which one's that? And he goes, Urban Decay. And I was like, oh, I've tried that before. It oxidizes really badly. And he goes, yeah, that's why I got a pale one. I was like, well, that's my hand. I don't even know if it matches my skin. Can you put it on my face? Oh God, I can't. This literally makes me so mad because I was like, well, what if it oxidizes? Like that's matching now. So what if it oxidizes? And he's like, come here. And like we walked into the middle of the store, he gets out an oil and he's like, the only reason foundation oxidizes is because of oil. And he put oil on there and then he mixed it together like this with his finger. And he's like, yeah, look, it oxidized and it looks fine. He's like, do this. And I was like, I don't want to do this. I want it to be on my face. Like, are you kidding me? Anyway, this guy literally put foundation on my hand and was like, yeah, what do you think? And I was like, I think you should try it on my face because that's where it's going, honey. And he's like walked off and then expected me to follow. And then I was like, okay, cool. He's like standing at this like mirror, which is fine. He put way too much, he like saturated a little cotton pad with makeup remover. He's like, you gotta clean your face. That's just so rude. Like, what am I, dirty? And I mean, I kind of was a little bit, you know, whatever. And so I'm like, I took it off, but because the makeup wipe was so saturated, my face was wet, like gross. And I was like, yeah, I've got really greasy skin, so I don't really like foundation that oxidizes because on my greasy skin, it oxidizes. He's like, I've chosen the palest shade because then it'll oxidize and then it'll be your shade. That doesn't quite sound right. And then he's like, put it on the back of his hand and he's using a flat foundation brush, which I'm not a huge fan of. I prefer buffing brushes because they kind of like, you can use them and they're soft and you're not, he literally, I don't know if he thought I was a piece of drywall. Does it look like drywall? I don't know. Because he literally got the foundation brush. I was just like, he literally bashed my face with the brush. And it was like uncomfortable. Like he didn't, normally, I am a makeup artist, okay? Normally you're supposed to touch the face so that the client knows when you're about to come in with the brush. He just went with the brush on my face. And it felt like he was treating me like a piece of fucking wall. And he's like, yeah, what do you think? He hadn't really put on enough that I could see full coverage, so I couldn't really tell if it was the right color. And furthermore, the lighting in Mecca Maxima is actually kind of shit, but he was pushing me into buying that one, so I did. Okay, what about powder? I need something really mattifying. He goes, no, get that one. And I was like, okay, why? Because I don't care if you're gonna tell me what I should buy, tell me why I should buy it. The same with the foundation. He kind of goes, this one, and then beats it on my fucking face like I'm a piece of drywall. And then when I asked for foundation, or when I asked for powder, I wanted something with extra coverage in case the foundation didn't do it because I really wasn't convinced with the work he'd done, but I bought it anyways. Big mistake. And then I went and got the powder, which was Hourglass Dim Lights, and he's like, that one. It's nice light glow. And he was like literally just rehearsing something he'd heard in a fucking commercial or something. He just kind of went, yeah, it's nice and light. It's got a nice sheen. It looks like you Photoshop your face. And sure, sometimes in the right conditions, it looks like you Photoshopped your face if you use it lightly. But if you use too much, it looks fucking ridiculous, especially in video, which is what I do most of the time. And I was having photos taken that night, and I'm so fucking glad that my foundation didn't look like shit on the night, but literally the service there was just upsetting as hell. And I don't know if he just had a bad day, and I was kind of trying to like egg out of him, like, why? I get it, but why? I'm still gonna buy it, but can you tell me why? And it got to a point where I was like, oh, I remember coming in here once, because I've been there, I normally go to Mecca Maxima. Like, I've been to Sephora a few times, but I've never been served there, and I've never bought anything. Oh, once. I did an Boxing Day sale. But I've been to Mecca Maxima the most, and I used to work for Kit, and Kit Cosmetics was a sister company of Mecca Maxima. And so when I go there, I have a certain service that I'm expecting, and he was just not there. And like the last time I tried on a foundation, it was a YSL one, I think. And I think that one's even more expensive than the Urban Decay one. So I was like, I wanted to buy something more expensive that I knew that I liked because I tried it in a little sample and it's fucking amazing, and I'm gonna get it from, I think Sephora has it. Sephora is the one who does YSL now. I can't really remember. And I feel like Teint de Soleil, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know, the nice one. And he was just like, we don't do it. I'm like, cool. I guess I'll get this, whatever the fuck this is. And The moral of the story is I hate it, and if you don't get the service that you want, it really tarnishes your experience with the store at large. And I feel like, I don't know, I'm not a mad fan of Mecca Maxima anymore. And that hurts because I enjoyed the company. I enjoyed the ethos that they had, and I liked that it was really all-inclusive. And Kit, I mean, I feel like the Mecca company, Cosmetic Cubed, went downhill when they got rid of Kit, but I understand that Kit was the underperforming sister. So I get it, but Kit was really where my heart lies, because that was like your Widows R Us. That was where I worked. And when I worked there, I think I had purple hair, but I don't think I was supposed to have purple hair. So, oops, I guess. So that was my horror story, and I feel like a weight has been lifted off my chest. Also, on that day, I got the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and I don't really think it does much at all. I've not really noticed any difference. It doesn't make me very matte. I was expecting it to make me really matte, and it doesn't. I don't know. I like the idea of being super matte, but it doesn't work. Well, I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't work, but I tried to use it when I was, what? Oh, I finished my exercise circle. That's cool. Exercise achieved. Anyways, apparently doing this is exercise. Yeah, so I don't think the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray makes me matte or really saves my makeup. I used it in my 24-hour stream, didn't really notice much. I felt like I kept getting greasy anyway, so that was a bit of a fail. The foundation is the wrong color, and it doesn't work with the powder at all. I'm wearing the powder at the moment with an e.l.f. foundation, and the e.l.f. foundation is flawless. I mean, I think so. What do you think? Do you think it's flawless? I love it, but I mean, I might be wrong. I don't know. If you want more makeup horror stories, or if you want more makeup videos in general, or if you want more story times, make sure you subscribe to this channel, because that's what I do. Thank you for watching, and you will see me in the next video, which is one of these boxes right here, so make sure you click that to watch. Otherwise, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you click the faces here, because one is my vlogging channel and one is this channel, so make sure you subscribed, hit the bell, and you will see me then. Okay, bye.